96 Lexus ES300. In this video, I'm going to be replacing the passenger side rear turn signal bulb. And unfortunately in this car, there's no easy access panel on the back side of the tail light. In order to change out that turn signal bulb or any of the other bulbs in the tail light, you have to take the entire tail light assembly off. But it's really not that difficult, as you will see. On the back side of that tail light in the trunk, there are 4 clips that are going to have to be taken out. 3 across the top, 1 here, 1 here, 1 that's hidden behind this plastic piece that runs across the top of your trunk lid, and another clip down here at the bottom. Now really you only need to pull up this one corner right here, just enough so that you can get to that clip behind it. You may be able to just bend up the corner and get it off that way. But if you want to take the whole piece off, just grab it and pull straight up. Just be prepared for some of these old clips. They're going to break. As you can see right here, here's what's left over from 2 clips on mine that have broken. This car's 23 years old, and I've had this off several times replacing bulbs before, and I'm down to 2 good clips. Now to get these 3 pins across the top off, they're each Phillips head. If you unscrew them just a little bit, that centerpiece will pop out. Then you can take a prying tool like this, or a flathead screwdriver, work it in underneath, and they'll pop right out. And don't lose them, because we're going to reuse them when we put everything back together. And this piece down at the bottom is a little bit different, but it also pops right off. And this is reusable too. Now we can get these panels out of the way. So now you have 4 posts coming in from that tail light. They each have an 8mm nut on them, and those have to be taken off. They are right here, 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 and way back over here in the corner. And you need a deep set socket to fit over those long posts. If you don't have an 8mm deep set socket, 5/16 would be the standard equivalency. And 1, 2, 3, and don't forget the last one over here on the side, and 4. And now we can get that tail light off. It's been a long time since I've had this one off, so it's kind of stuck on there a little bit. What I'm going to do is take a hammer and tap gently on the posts, and that should free it up. If you do this, just be careful not to damage the threads. Tapping on the inside with the hammer did get it started. Still being a little bit stubborn. Try a little bit more. There we go. And there you go. You have access to all 6 bulbs. This is your side marker bulb, brake light and tail light bulb, turn signal bulb, another brake light and tail light bulb, backup light bulb, and license plate bulb. As far as bulb numbers go, the side marker and license plate bulbs are both 168s. The tail light and brake light bulbs are 1157s. And the backup light bulb and turn signal bulb are each 1156s. You have 2 1156s, 2 1157s, and 2 168s. And those numbers are universal regardless of what brand you buy. Now let me take this turn signal light bulb out. See how that looks. And it is obviously blown. The inside of the glass, inside of the bulb is stained from the smoke when it burned out. And this is an 1156. I have a bag of bulbs that I've saved over the years and ones that I've got out of junkyards. So I should have an 1156. I do have an 1156 with a single contact on the bottom, so that's a perfect match. The 1156s and the 1157s, all you do is push in on the bulb and turn to the left, and that'll pop right out. Then you take your new bulb, the replacement bulb. You'll find 2 little protrusions, one on either side, and those fit down into these slots. So you line those up with the slots, push in a little bit and turn it to the right, and that locks it in. And now I'm going to try that turn signal. And the difference between 1156 and 1157, you see 2 contacts on the 1157, 1 on the 1156. That's because 1157 is a dual filament bulb. It serves both as tail light and brake light. So it serves 2 purposes. So you cannot use an 1157 where it calls for 1156 and vice versa. They won't work. Just got to play with it a little bit and get it in the right spot, and you'll feel it when it goes in just like that. And now you turn it to the right and it locks in. And to remove it, obviously, is a reversal. You turn it counterclockwise to the left, and you can pull it out. And the marker light bulb on the outside, as well as the license plate bulb on the inside, they both come out the same way. You turn them to the left. This bulb just pulls straight out. Then to reinstall, you just line it up and push it straight in. Then put it back in its spot and turn to the right, and that's locked in. If all you're doing is replacing your bulb, you're done. You just got to put it back together. I'm going to take all these bulbs out, take the tail light off, and get this cleaned up, because that's just nasty. And if you're doing this as well, taking everything apart, Just pay attention to how everything goes back together. Maybe take a picture so you know what bulb goes where. I'm just going to brush off the tail light assembly. I don't want to take a chance on getting water up into the individual lights because water and bulbs do not mix. All the bulbs are reinstalled. Now it's just a matter of lining everything up and then putting those 4 8mm nuts back on the inside. No need to over tighten them, just get them nice and snug. Now we can get these panels back up and the clips reinstalled, and this one down here on the bottom just snaps on. I know you probably can't see that very well, but when you're doing it, it'll be easy. And for the 3 that go across the top, the ones with the Phillips head, you can break them into 2 pieces and take this piece and work that down into the hole, and then take the Phillips head part and just push it until it snaps. And all 3 go in the same way. Just like that. Now we can put that top piece on. And now last thing with this top piece, it should just be a matter of lining up the 2 remaining clips that I have with the holes, and it should snap right in. There we go. And even with just 2 pins, that's enough to hold it in place. So everything's back together. I tried all the lights, turn signal, brake, tail light, everything worked. That's it. That's how to change a turn signal bulb, and any of the other bulbs you may need to change. Hopefully you learned how to do that as well, which should apply to early, mid, late 90s ES300s and maybe some other Lexus models, I don't know. And possibly even Toyota Camrys, because Camrys and ES300s are similar in a lot of respects. So maybe this would apply to a Camry as well. Look for one link down below. I'm going to find these clips, the ones that hold on this top piece, because if you take this off, they're going to break, I'm telling you. So I'm going to find a link for these clips, and I'll put that down below, so look for that. So if you made it to the end, hope this helped you out. Thanks for watching.